Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Well, howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for September 11th. In 1842, General Adrian Wool entered San Antonio with about 1,200 infantry, 500 cavalry, and 2 artillery pieces. This was only 6 months after Colonel Rafael Vasquez's raid on San Antonio. In the interim, Texas volunteers had gathered for a retaliatory raid into Mexico. However, release of the Santa Fe expedition members and other prisoners appeared to be a goodwill gesture by Mexico, so President Sam Houston had withdrawn his authorization for the raid. Wool's intent was to proceed to Gonzales, but he was repulsed by Texas forces in the Battle of Salado Creek on September 18th. On September 20th, he vacated San Antonio and retreated to Coahuila. In 1906, Childers Classical Institute opened in Abilene with 25 students. In 1920, its name was changed to Abilene Christian College, and in 1976, it became Abilene Christian University. In 1924, legendary Dallas Cowboys coach Thomas W. Tom Landry was born in Mission. Tom Landry was actually, interesting little fact, one of my dad's dearest friends. I mean, not my dad's, my grandfather's dearest friends. And they had quite a bit of history together. So that was kind of cool. In 1960, Donald R. Don Maynard played his first game for the New York Jets, or otherwise known as the Titans, I didn't know that, in a 27-3 win over the Buffalo Bills. Maynard was born in Crosbyton in 1935 and was a star halfback at Texas Western College, later called UTEP. With the New York Jets of the AFL, he joined Joseph W. Joe Namath. In 1969, the Jets upset Baltimore in Super Bowl III. In his 13 years with the Jets, Maynard set every club receiving record, and his number 13 has been retired by the Jets. He was selected to the AFL All-Time Team. In 1960, the Houston Oilers of the new AFL played their first game, a 37-22 win over the Oakland Raiders. The Oilers won the AFL championship for the first 2 seasons and lost the championship game to the Dallas Texans in the 3rd season. After merging with the NFL in 1970, the Oilers twice came within 1 victory of getting to the Super Bowl. In 1997, they moved to Nashville as the Tennessee Titans. And what an utter travesty that is. I think the Houston Texans, I hate that name. I mean, I love the name Texans, of course. But for the Houston football team, it should be and should always be the Houston Oilers. I wish they would bring that back. God, that'd be awesome. I grew up around Dallas, and I was a Cowboy fan, of course, and the glory years of the early 90s and whatnot. That was the greatest time to be a football fan, especially when you're, 11 to 15 years old, I guess was their run for the age I was during their run. But you know what? I had a soft spot in my heart for the Houston Oilers. Warren Moon and all those guys. I really loved the Oilers, and it was heartbreaking when they moved to Nashville. Bring back the Oilers. In 1961, the highest sustained winds recorded in Texas, 145 miles per hour at Matagorda and 145 miles per hour at Port Lavaca, occurred during Hurricane Carla. The highest gusts ever recorded were 180 miles per hour at Aransas Pass and Robstown during Hurricane Celia in 1970. Good Lord. Can you imagine? And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup for September 11th. Thank you so much for listening in. I really appreciate it. And we will catch you on the next one. Take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.